Hello there. Very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on M7, My Mind Matters. That's every Monday at 7 o'clock. This is live. This is not a recording, unless, of course, you're watching it and it's not Monday and it's not 7 o'clock in the evening. My Mind Matters is all about your mind and the fact that it does matter. It's about helping us to calm down, relax, and enjoy life to the best that we possibly can. Tonight, we'll be covering three major areas, as we always do. That's breathing, mindfulness, and finally meditation. Think of it as each layer getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and that they're all aligned. They all work together very, very well. And these are three individual tools. You'll be able to use them individually. You could just do the breathing when you're at work, or if you're in a situation and you're thinking, I don't want anyone to know that I'm trying to calm myself down. You could also use the mindfulness when you're on your own, and that could be as little as 2 minutes. Literally as little as 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be a great deal of time. And then the meditation, I would say you want to do a minimum of 5, 6, maybe even 7 minutes. And that just gives you a much deeper opportunity to calm down and feel restful. Now, I've mentioned calm down several times here, and that's what most people think about mindfulness and meditation about. It's about calming the mind. But actually, there's a lot more to it than that. Yes, it can help us feel calmer. Yes, it can help us release anxiety. Yes, it can help us overcome overwhelm. If there's too much going on at work and you're feeling the pressure, it really can help. But it's also good in many other ways. And tonight we're going to be looking at gratitude, which is a way of being thankful for all the things that we've got in our lives. It's easy to focus on what we want. I want this, I want this, I want this. And the chances are, well, I can tell you for a fact, even if you get everything that you want right now, everything that you dream of having, even if you get all of that, I can guarantee you, you will then move on to something else. So you may have wanted a bigger car and now you've got it. You want a better car or a faster car or an even bigger car. And at some point you might decide you want a smaller car or a sexier car. So life is constantly changing. And it's not just cars. It's the same with our houses. It's the same with jobs, our careers, our work. So we can constantly change. And that's the beauty of life. We can change. What becomes difficult is the fact that we create habits. This is neural pathways in our mind. And once we've learned those, once we've got these habits, once we're set in our ways, these are terms that we're all accustomed to hearing, then it gets difficult to change jobs. Then it gets difficult to change cars. Then it gets difficult to change houses. And everything becomes too much work. And maybe you can't be bothered. And that's when life is less exciting. And so really the breathing is a very quick way to get in touch with yourself, to really become grounded and go, okay, everything's all right here, right now. It's great. Mindfulness is an even deeper way to do that. Now, tonight, I have asked if you can bring some food. If you haven't yet done that, go grab something now. And when I say food, I don't mean a meal. I'm talking about a nibble of a packet of crisps, maybe a biscuit. You don't need a packet of biscuits. If you think of those, excuse me, are all naughty, they are. You could go for strawberries, any berries you like, any fruit you like, as long as you haven't got to peel it. So an orange might be hard work unless you've got easy peelers and you can do it in seconds. Or you could peel it while I'm chatting right now and be ready to use it when we get to eating the food. And that will all be part of mindfulness. And the reason I'm going out on a limb on these different types of things, and week to week, I will come up with different ideas for you, is to show you that mindfulness really can be an integral part of our lives. This isn't something you just do on a Monday night at 7. This isn't something you do once a week to calm down. And in fact, the more you do it, the more you practice it, and it is known as a practice, meditation also called a practice, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And the more you do it, the more effective it becomes. So if you get the opportunity to practice this before you go to work, maybe you can get up before the kids, maybe you're lucky enough to live alone, and so you've got the opportunity just to do it right there and then. Do it before you start your day. You could do it in bed. You could do it at the desk. You could do it in a chair at the dining room table. You can do it in the armchair in front of the telly. Don't have the telly on though. But you can have some relaxing music on. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just become conscious of what's going on in your mind. And that's really what this is all about. My Mind Matters is a small part of what I really program called Engage with Success. Engage is the acronym for the system. And I teach people to live in a state of grace. So they know what it is that they want. They know they've got an action plan and they can move towards those goals. But actually, you want to enjoy the journey. And so being in a state of grace gives you the opportunity to move towards those goals, but you're already happy. And if you're already happy, in my books, you win. And when you get the goals, when you get the manifestations, when you get the things that you've been dreaming of, then you win again. But you will then decide on something else. And so the new journey begins. Yeah? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, let's start with our very first exercise. We're just going to do a little bit of breathing. If you are new to us, I cannot see you. I cannot hear you. So you can make as much noise as you like when you're breathing in, mostly when you're breathing out. Very likely we are. And actually, I think that letting the noise come out is good. Really allow the noise to come out. Probably when you breathe in, very little noise, but if there is some, fine. But when you let the air out, let it out with some noise. Okay. Close your eyes. Again, bear in mind, I can't see you. I can't hear you. That's why I use Facebook Live, Instagram Live, LinkedIn Live, and YouTube Live, because I can't hear or see you. So let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, and let it out for 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to go for 4. And as we do the 4, I want you just to think about some of the things that you're grateful for right now. So in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm going to go for 5. It's going to be our deepest dive yet, our deepest breath yet. And as that comes in again, think about grateful for. It could be your partner, it could be your kids, could be your health, could be your house, could be your income, it could be anything. And if you're struggling with that, say, oh, I don't have a good job, I'm trying to change my job, or I'm really struggling with money at the moment, then think about what you have got that you are fortunate about. Maybe it's good neighbors, maybe it's good friends, maybe it's just a sense of calmness, maybe it's a really nice television that you love. It doesn't matter what it is, but just feel this early sense of gratitude, gratefulness. So let's breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe at your own pace, as slowly or as quickly as is comfortable for you. Generally, slower is better, because slower tells your body that you're calm and everything is okay. And when your mind agrees, when your body feels the same way, then you tend to be more relaxed. If your breathing is fast and erratic, then it lets your body and your mind know that something might not be right. And so you could go into the defensive mode. As you're getting ready to run, you're getting to protect yourself. And so you've got anxiety in your body. So keeping your eyes closed, breathing at your own pace, as slow as you can, but comfortably. Just think about all the good things that are in your life right now. And in fact, you can say out loud, because I can't hear you, or you can just say with that little voice inside your head, I am so happy and grateful for. I am so happy and grateful for. I am so happy and grateful now that. I'm so happy and grateful. Just think about those words for a moment. Happy and grateful. What does it mean to you to be happy? And more importantly, how does that feel? How do you know when you're happy? How does that feel in your body? Keep breathing in and out at your own pace. How do you know when you're happy? What does that feel like? Probably got a smile on your face when you're happy. So let's do that now. Put a smile on your face. Over 40 muscles moving in your body when you smile. That can send a powerful message to the rest of your body that you are happy. And just for a moment, think about when you were last really happy. Did you get to do something over the bank holiday weekend? Were you with friends and family? Did you go away? Were you in the countryside? That can make people very, very happy. I've noticed where I live now, lots of birds whistling and humming and singing in the trees. Again, this is the type of thing you can do when we get to mindfulness, just walking. You could literally be walking and paying attention, becoming conscious of the sounds around you, and just listening to the birds whistling, chirping, singing. And that can bring you a sense of peace. And let's not forget, if you can hear, that in itself is a blessing, because not everyone can. Not everyone is good at hearing. So that could be a thank you. Okay, take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And for this final part, just whilst you've still got your eyes closed, as you breathe in, imagine feeling all the love from your friends, your family, your neighbors, anyone in your area, anyone that you know, anyone that just cares for you or likes you, an acquaintance. It doesn't have to be a big, heavy relationship. Just feel the love as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow any anxiety or nerves to be released. Let's take one nice final breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Alrighty, open your eyes when you're ready. Let's move on to our next section. We're going to talk about gratitude, and that really is about being thankful for everything that's in our lives. Now, here's the important thing. Gratitude is really easy to understand, and I think lots of people do, and they get attitude or gratitude, that's all great, and it means being grateful for what you've got. But practicing it and remembering to practice it is much harder. So try to set yourself a goal where you'll do that every day. And to make it easier for yourself, you could do it at the end of the night. So just as you're going to bed and you lie in bed, maybe it's like a prayer and you want to be grateful and thankful for everything that's gone well in your day and everything that you're expecting and anticipating coming in your life. Or maybe there's a time of your day when you can set an alarm, 5 o'clock, or maybe it's on the way home, on the train, on the tube, however you travel, and you've got an opportunity just to close your eyes for a few moments and feel grateful for all the things that you've got in your life. And again, understanding that is easy, but doing it is very, very different. And so the act of gratitude needs to be done every day for it to accumulate any momentum and for you to really enjoy the results of gratitude. So be grateful for what you've got and be excited for the things that you want to come to you. Now, this is really important. When it comes to gratitude, even people that begin to be thankful day in and day out, don't feel grateful. And feeling is a very strong power. So the way you feel is just as important as what you're thinking. So saying you're grateful is great. That's a good step in the right direction. But if you can feel it, and if you say, well, how do I feel it? Just imagine, if you need to put your hands on your heart, and just imagine being very, very grateful for all the things that you've got in your life. Again, it could be a partner, it could be children, it could be your parents, it could be material, it could be your house, It could be your laptop, it could be your phone. It doesn't matter what it is. Just feel the gratitude. Don't just say it. Don't just think it. Feel the gratitude. If you can do that every day, that can make a big, big difference in your life. We'll take a deeper dive on that in just a moment. Okay, let's move on to our mindfulness. This is the deeper dive right now. And for those of you that are new here this evening, maybe not attended, not sure what this is all about, maybe it's your first experience of mindfulness, then we will start with the breathing. Then we're going to add a little ball of sunshine. And that ball of sunshine is literally going to take a journey all around your body. That's known in the world of mindfulness as a body scan. It's done several different ways. We're sticking with this one for the moment. We will explore different ones later. I think we already did one where we feel ourselves being in hot water, like a bath. That was very, very relaxing. But today we'll stick with the sunshine, and you'll feel the ball of heat and sunshine go up over your head, down your shoulders, down your back, into your legs. And then after that, we'll take you on a little journey. And then after that, when we come back out, we'll just spend a little time doing this mindfulness with food. And then after that, we'll do some meditation. By the way, if you haven't got your food, don't panic yet. I'll give you a moment or two to do it after we've done this little meditation. Okay, or I should say mindfulness, that there's no confusion there. Okay, close your eyes. Breathing in and out at your own pace, whatever's comfortable for you. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now, whilst we've got our eyes closed, we're breathing at our own pace. As you breathe in, I want you to imagine the air being a beautiful, white, warm, relaxing colour. And it's loving and it's soothing. So just breathe that in for a moment. And as you breathe in, feel your belly push out, feel your chest fill up with air. Hold on to it for a moment and imagine all that warmth and love inside your body. And let it out through the mouth. Let's do that again at your own pace, breathing in through the nose, feeling all that love and relaxation and warmth, all that goodness, all that vitality coming into your body. Hold on to it for a moment. And when you're ready, just let it out. Okay, I want you to imagine there's a ball of light, keeping your eyes closed, ball of light right there in front of you. It's rotating, it's spinning around like a little sunshine. It's in its own orbit, 4, 5, 6 inches in front of your eyes. And as it spins, as it rotates, you can feel the warmth, you can feel the light, little rays of light coming away from that sunshine onto your face. It's very relaxing. Yeah, how good it feels to lie in the sun and feel it beating down on you. Maybe you're beside a pool, on holiday or on the beach. It feels so good. And if you don't like the heat, then maybe you're just in the shade, but you can feel the warmth, not the sunshine directly on your face. So whichever works best for you. And imagine that little ball, that little sunshine, just about 2 inches across, rotating, spinning, and allowing the rays of sunshine to come down onto your eyes. Now imagine the wells of the eyes filling up now with a gorgeous liquid. It can be gold in color, white in color. You decide. It's liquid gold, liquid heat building up over the eyes right now. And that is soothing. If you've ever had one of those massages where they put hot rocks across your back, hot stones on your spine, it's so, so relaxing. The heat penetrates the bones and it just helps you to relax. Imagine that's what's happening right now above your eyes. And now start to take that heat up across the bridge of the nose, onto the forehead, and feel that heat on the forehead. And it's massaging. It's helping you to rest. It's helping you to relax. And now it's going from the forehead up towards the top of the head, onto the scalp. You can almost imagine that those flames coming off that fire, they're almost like fingers now massaging your scalp. And it feels good. It feels really good. Now continue to take that across the back of the head, down across the back of the neck right now. If you need to, just rotate your head a little bit. Maybe you can hear it cracking as the tension is released. Maybe lean your head to the left or the right. And feel that heat, feel that sunshine, feel that gorgeous rays on the back of the neck. And again, it's almost as if someone's behind you massaging your neck. It feels good. Now bring it from the neck onto the shoulders, both shoulders. We're going to go down the right arm first of all. So feel that massaging, that heat, that love, that relaxation, the release of energy now going into your right arm, down over the biceps and the triceps, down towards the elbow. As we get to the elbow, this is a place where lots of people struggle. Rheumatism, arthritis, difficulty with their joints. Just feel that easing off. Allow the energy to rotate around the elbow for a moment, and then coming down through the forearm, into the wrist, rotating around the wrist, and now into the hand, into the palm of the hand. And now a beam of light comes out through the thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, the third finger, and finally the little pinky. 4 beams of light coming out through that hand. It's your right hand only at this point. Now take that light down through the left hand shoulder, over the biceps, over the triceps, onto the elbow. Again, if there's any aches or pains there, maybe the left elbow is worse than the right, allow all that energy to be released. Any pains, any aches, all being released. Now bringing that energy down through the forearm into the wrist, rotating around the wrist, moving into the hand, into the palm. And now a beam of light coming out through the left thumb, index finger, middle finger. And finally the last 2 fingers and into the pinky, the little finger. And now you have 10 beams of light coming out through your hands, left and right. 5 beams of light. You can feel the energy coming down through your arms from your shoulders. But let's continue our journey. Let's take that light now down across the front of the body, over the chest, bring it round through the chest, over the chest area onto the belly, making its way down towards your waistline, down to your hips. And leaving it there for a moment, return to the back of the neck and allow that energy to come down vertebra by vertebra, one by one, easing the pain, easing any tension you might have, and just allowing it to disappear, to dissipate. Maybe you can feel your posture lifting, any weight on your shoulders being released, any tension or pressure from work being released, any worries of any kind being released. And as it all disappears, as it all goes away, you're feeling more and more relaxed. Bring the energy down now to the bottom of the spine, the base of the spine, the tail of the spine, around the waistline, spinning around the waistline down to the hips. And now let's go to the right leg. Bringing that light, that warmth, that love, that energy into the right buttock, across the top of the legs, those big muscles now on the top of the legs, down towards the knee, into the knee. Again, the knee's an area where lots of people struggle, aches, pains, rheumatism, arthritis. Imagine for a moment that that light is able to release any pain that you've got. Imagine any soreness that you've got just dissipating, floating away. And now continuing the journey down through the right leg, shins, calves, into the ankle, spinning around the ankle, spinning around the ankle, spinning around the ankle, releasing any tension, any arthritis, any rheumatism, any difficulty with those bones, all dissipating. And now into the ball of the foot, bringing it forward into the arch of the foot, across the top of the foot, and finally into the toes, the big toe, the second, third, fourth, and finally the little toe. 5 beams of light coming out through the right leg. Over now to the left buttock, bringing that light into the buttock, now to the top of the leg, bringing it down, forward gently towards the knee, spinning around the knee, gently spinning, rotating, easing, relaxing, releasing any negativity, any tension, any aches and pains that you may have. And then down through the foreleg, the shins, the calves, into the ankle, spinning around and around and around, and finally into the ball of the foot. The arch of the foot, bring itself forward, and now a beam of light comes out through the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and then finally a little pinky. 5 beams of light from the left foot, 5 beams of light from that right foot. And just for a moment, luxuriate, just sit there and feel the energy in your body. Feel the energy from the top of your head, down through the neck, into the shoulders, down through the arms, out through the fingers, down across the chest, and imagine the organs inside also benefiting from this energy. Down through the back, through the vertebra, into the buttocks, into the legs, past the knees, down through the legs, into the ankles, into the feet, and now 5 beams of light coming out through each of those feet. And just sit there for a moment and enjoy every second of it. It feels so good. And again, our theme today is gratitude. So whilst you're there, feeling all this great energy in your body, what can you be grateful for that happened today? Was it something somebody did for you? Was it somebody you met? Was it somebody that tested you, that gave you an opportunity to try out your breathing, try out your meditation, try out your mindfulness? Was it somebody that had a difficulty and you were able to help them? All sorts of things happen, even negative things. Please don't think that we will stop all negativity. Please don't think that we will stop all activity in your life. Challenges come along day in and day out. But it's the way we react to them, the way we respond to those challenges that allows us to live happily and comfortably and fulfilled. So who are you grateful for? Who in your life are you grateful for? Is it a brother or sister? Shout out to my sister, who I love dearly. I don't get to see her as often as I would like to. What about your parents? Are you close to your parents? I know that won't be true for everyone. I'm going to give a shout out to my mum, who I love dearly. And she's always helping us in more ways than she knows. What about children? I'm sure if you've got children, you absolutely love them. There will be times when they drive you crazy. I know. I've got 4 of my own. I'll give a little shout out to Selene because I believe she's tuned in tonight. Love you, honey. Love all of my kids. They're all great. What about friends, family, neighbours, colleagues at work, neighbours, friends of friends? A little shout out for Lily, who might be listening too. A little shout out for Elisabetta. A little shout out for Catherine, who's been writing to me recently. Paul, thank you for your company. But who are you really grateful for in your life. Now let's think about material things. What material things are you really pleased with? Are you grateful for your phone? Do you have a phone that's brilliant, but you take it for granted because you've had it for a year or 2 years? About your television. Do you have a great TV? Do you use that a lot? Again, we have something and we might appreciate it and love it for a few weeks, and then we just get used to it. And that's exactly what I was talking about at the start of the presentation. When we talk about neural pathways, we do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it just becomes natural for us. We take it for granted. It becomes habitual. Just watch the TV, no big deal. But it might have been when you bought it. What about your car? You might love your car just because it's reliable. You might love it because it's big and spacious and allows you to take all the kids out. You might love it because it's an old banger, but it brings back memories of when you were younger. Maybe it's an old convertible. I used to have a Triumph Spitfire when I was younger, and that was an old banger, but I loved it. And taking the roof off of that car, little convertible just dropped down. Oh my goodness, I loved it. It was so much fun. So what can you be grateful for? Now again, this is something we want to do day in and day out. Just be reminded of what we're grateful for. So with your eyes still closed, if something should happen tomorrow that irritates you or drives you crazy, take the opportunity to get away from the situation as quickly as you can. I know it's not always easy, but when you can, get yourself away from it, close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths, and just think about what you're really grateful for. And maybe even that situation that was aggravating, that was annoying, that was angering you, try to find some good in it. Maybe there's a lesson to learn from that. Maybe you can be grateful for the fact that just reminded you that you do go off the handle a little too easy. Or there's that stupid thing, you're 99% of the time you're good. But if somebody does that, oh boy, does it set you off. That's what we call a trigger. If you've got triggers, it's great to identify them because then you can start to reduce them and eradicate them. Okay, I'm going to bring this to an end. And the way we do that is by taking the light back up through the body. So we'll start and we'll go exactly the same way, but the other way around, a reverse situation. So bringing the light in now through your left foot, in through the toes, into the foot, coming across the bottom of the foot, the arch of the foot, the base of the foot, the heel of the foot, into the ankle. And bringing that light back up now over the shins, up into the knee, and from the knee, over those giant muscles on the legs, up into the left buttock. And the same with the right foot, bringing that light in through all the toes, in across the bottom of the foot, the arch of the foot, into the heel of the foot, up into the ankle. And now drawing that light, that energy, that soft, relaxing, loving energy across the shins and calves, into the knee, across the big muscles in the top of your leg, into the buttocks. And now just allow that light to rotate around your hips for a few moments. Still relaxing, still soothing, still allowing you to release any negativity that you might hold. And now bringing it up to the hips. And let's make our way up the vertebra, back by back by back, bone by bone by bone. Bring it up gently, like climbing up a ladder. Ooh, that feels good. That feels good. Coming up now towards the back of the neck. And once it's at the back of the neck, just hold it there for a moment. And let's bring that energy up now, that light up from the front of the belly, the bottom of the belly, over the belly, or if you're lucky, your six-pack. I've got a keg. I wish I had a six-pack. But bringing that energy up now onto the chest area and then up over the chest towards the neck. So now just your head and your arms are submerged in this light. Let's bring the light in through the left hand, all 5 fingers, the thumb and 4 fingers into the hand, across the palm, into the wrist, up through the forearm, into the elbow, into the biceps and triceps, up across the shoulder, and back to the neck. And let's do the same with the right hand now, bringing that energy through the fingers, into the palm, into the wrist, up through the forearm, bringing it into the elbow, over the biceps and triceps, into the shoulder, and now to the base of the neck. Holding it there at the base of the neck, very relaxing, very resting. Releasing any energy or tension you might have. Now finally bringing it up across the last part of the neck, onto the top of the head. Just feel that sensation of being massaged once again. And now bringing that energy up onto the top of the head, onto the forehead, onto the bridge of the nose, until finally 2 wells of light just over the eyes. And keeping that light over the eyes, just imagine the sunshine, that miniature sunshine, 4, 5, 6 inches in front of you, rotating. And finally you allow that last bit of energy to go back to that sunshine as it releases you. And now you just see it go up, 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 and take off, and away it goes. It disappears. And you can bring that light back. You can bring that energy back any time you want. It's always there for you. You just need to call it. It's always there. You simply close your eyes and call it, and it will come back. Okay, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold on to it for a moment and let it out through the mouth. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Now we're going to move on to our next part of this. We're going to do mindfulness with food. So you can see how you can use mindfulness any time of day, any day of the week, and people don't have to know. But I'm going to give you a moment to go get some food. So if you've got it already, and it can be literally anything that you enjoy eating. It could be naughty. It could be a piece of chocolate or a couple of pieces of chocolate, or maybe some little chocolates in wrappers. It could be crisps or some sort of crisp. It could be fruit if you want to be healthy. Just make sure you haven't got to peel it. If it's an easy peeler, do it now. But an apple could be good, plums, peaches, anything you just bite into will be great. It could even be vegetables. As long as they're ready to go, you haven't got to peel them, scrape the skins off or anything, like carrots you could bite into right away. That will be fine. Okay, so for this mindfulness, what we're going to do, get your first bite that you're going to have, whether it's a crisp or a piece of cheese or a chocolate, whatever it may be. Hold it in your hand and close your eyes. And whilst your eyes are closed, I want you to bring it up to your nose and just smell it for a moment, because we're going to use our senses to really enjoy this food. That's what mindfulness is about. We access all of these senses, but we're going to spend a lot more attention on detail. So can you smell it? Can you smell the chocolate or the cheese or the crisps, whatever you may have, the fruit? It can have a gorgeous fragrance. What is it? Does it smell sweet? Is it a fragrance you're accustomed to? Is there anything different about it you can notice? Because you don't normally put the chocolate by your nose and smell it. You don't normally put the cheese right by your nose and smell it. So can you smell it? Now I want you to take your attention to the texture of it. Just move it around gently in your fingers. Don't worry, we're going to put it in our mouths very, very shortly. But is there some texture you can feel? Is it soft? Is it like velvet? Is it shiny? Does it feel like metal? With your eyes closed, how does it feel? Okay, now pop it into your mouth. How does it feel? Before you just bite into it and crunch into it, how does it feel? Rub your tongue around it. Does it feel the same way it did with your fingers, or does it feel different? And now bite into it, and let's use taste. Oh my goodness. with your attention, eyes closed, and all your attention now on the taste. How does that taste? Is that a taste you love? Is that a taste you enjoy so much? And imagine if that's a little cube of chocolate, how would it be to have a second, a third, and a fourth? If it's one crisp, how would it be to enjoy 2, 3, 4? If it's a segment of an orange or a bite of an apple, how great would it be to have another bite? Just enjoy the taste of that food. Really take the time to deliberate, paying attention. Now, if it's noisy, can you hear it? If it's a crisp, could you hear it crackling as you bit it? Or if it's something that's a bit juicier, maybe you can hear the saliva in your mouth as you go. Maybe you can hear the noise inside your head as you're biting into it. Maybe it's a hard sweet and you're just sucking on it. That's going to take a while to finish, but it could be delicious. Now, this is something that you can do any time of day that you're eating. You could do this at breakfast. It could be cereal. It could be toast. You could be paying attention to the way the butter tastes, the texture of the toast, the Marmite, the Bovril, the jam, whatever it is that you enjoy. You can do the same with lunch, a sandwich. Just focus for a moment and use your senses. How does it feel? How does it smell? How does it look? Take some time to look at it and really enjoy it. And as you're eating it, pay attention to the sounds that you're making. Is it something you're biting into and you can hear it crunch? Or is it just something that's really soft? You can't really hear it. But by doing this, by putting your attention wholly onto your food, and imagine this with a whole meal. Imagine enjoying a sandwich or a curry or a pot noodle. It doesn't have to be great food. It can be any food. It could be one of those, what they call meal deals, a packet of crisps, a sandwich, and a drink. Maybe if you've got a fizzy drink, really taste the bubbles. Enjoy the sensation of the bubbles. Maybe it's fizzy water. So it can literally be with anything. And you can even do the same with dinner. And in fact, you might want to do this with a partner. So you cook a meal for one another and you have a mindful meal. Take the opportunity to really enjoy it. It could be a takeaway and the food's delivered to you. And now you've got the opportunity just to eat it a little bit slower, paying attention to all those flavors. That's what this is all about. And that's how you can be mindful during the day and nobody has to know. Try it tomorrow. You might need to remind yourself because it's so easy to hear a wonderful idea and go, I love it, I'm going to do that. And you don't do it. And then the second day happens, you forgot. So then it's even easier to forget the third day, the fourth day. And before you know it, it's Monday at 7 o'clock again and you didn't get to do it. So maybe after this, write yourself a little note, put a post-it in your sandwich box or send yourself an email or a message on your phone so you can be reminded. Set an alarm on your phone. I'm a big fan of that. Alarms, always set alarms. I wish you could set alarms for much further ahead. I think my phone only does the next 24 hours. But it'd be so great to be able to set an alarm further down the road and remind me, because I often think, I've got to do that at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. It's so far away, I can't set an alarm. Okay, moving into our final part now. I hope you enjoyed the mindfulness with food. We will do lots of different ideas as we go through the various weeks. I'll share more and more ideas with you so you can integrate mindfulness into your life far more often than you probably thought possible. Now we're going to go into a guided meditation. Regulars will know what we're doing. If you're new to this, never done it before, don't worry. Just enjoy the journey. I tend to do this a little differently week after week after week. And again, I do that so that if you go somewhere else and experience another way, there's so many different ways. I would argue there is no right or wrong. If it gets you to a place of well-being, if it gets you to a place of feeling calm and happy and joyful, then it's working. Now, when we go into meditation, lots of people often think that they've got to stop their mind from working. That's not true at all. The chances are, even though this is a guided meditation, you might find that you're thinking about the kids. You might be thinking about work. You might be thinking about what you're going to have for dinner tonight, or maybe you've already had it and you can still smell it. Maybe you're thinking about what's on telly. I wish this fellow would hurry up. Well, whatever it might be, the moment that happens, just notice that you become distracted and bring your thoughts back. There's no telling off. I can't tell if you're there or not. I can't tell if you're making a noise. I can't tell if you've got your eyes open or closed. That's why I use these platforms live so that you can be comfortable. Okay, let's close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. We always start with the breathing. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, and let it out for 1, 2, 3. Breathing in through the nose now for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. And now for 5. Bringing that breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and letting it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I want you to do is really relax. Let your whole body relax. I'm not going to take a full body tour, a scan of the body tonight. I just want you to notice anywhere that you might be tense. Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your back? Is it in your bum? Is it in your legs? And release that tension. Just release it. Let it go. If you're not quite comfortable yet, then just move around, shimmy around a little bit until you can get comfortable in your chair. Now, take a moment just to focus on your breathing. Maybe put your hands on your belly so you can feel the air coming in and the air going out. The air coming in and the air going out. Bring your hands up a little higher to the chest and feel the air coming in now in through the lungs, past the lungs, filling up the belly, pushing on the diaphragm, and then coming back out. And finally, as you breathe in, I want you to notice the air passing your nostrils in through the nose. Feel it. What's the temperature? Is it warm? Is it cool air coming in? And then out through the mouth. And can you notice the temperature as the air comes out of your body? Okay, now whilst I've got your attention, I want you to imagine right now a little ball of light right in front of your eyes, rotating around, spinning around. And just imagine this little ball of light is your imagination. And this ball of light, this imagination, can take you anywhere. And I am talking anywhere. With your eyes closed and your imagination available, you can go anywhere. Your imagination can take you to the moon, it can take you to Mars, it can take you to different galaxies. Your imagination can help you to rest and relax. Your imagination right now could have you in holiday mode. You could be on a beach, listening to the water crash up on the sand. Maybe you can hear the gulls looking for fish, squawking away, walking up and down the sand looking for little worms or bits of fish that may have been left over. Just for a moment, put a smile on your face and think about what you are grateful for. What are you happy for? What are you got an attitude of gratitude about? Now I want you to think about anything that you're grateful for that's in the room you're in right now. Can you focus on any one item that's in the room you're in right now? Something in there you love. Is it a pillow? Is it a mattress? Is it your desk? Is it a pen? Is it an ornament? Is it the television? Just something you're really grateful for. And why are you grateful for it? Now take your energy further afield and imagine it now encapsulating your entire building. That might be your house. That might be your flat, your apartment. That might be your mansion. I don't know where you live. But imagine now pushing out your energy to encapsulate the entire home. Now inside that entire home, what are you grateful for? Is it family members, friends, partner? Have you got pets? Is there a pet that you love, that you're grateful for? Do you love your house? Is there a piece of art in there you might love? You might say there's lots and lots and lots of things that you love that are in your home. I'm going to get you to take your attention now, taking your field of energy even further, pushing it out beyond your house to your neighborhood. Imagine it now enveloping your neighborhood. And what are you grateful for in your neighborhood? Can you imagine it as friends, family? Is it flowers? Are you fortunate that where you are there's lots of nature? Is it beautiful? Have you got a favorite restaurant or pub? Somewhere you love to go and meet friends? What are you really grateful for in your neighborhood? Now take that even further, pushing it beyond your neighborhood. Let's go to your entire village or town or even city, pushing your energy out and being grateful for so much that surrounds you. And now I want you to take that energy even further, pushing it out to your whole county, or if you're in the USA, an entire state. Feel your energy pushing out and really becoming grateful for so many things that you've got where you live. What is it you love about the state or the county that you live in? Are the roads good? Is there very little traffic? Are there lots of trees? Are there lots of birds? Are there lots of great places to visit? Pushing it out even further now. Let's go further. Even further. Push it out to the entire country. Your entire country. That might be the UK, the USA, the Australia, Romania, Bulgaria, Nigeria, South Africa, Ukraine, Estonia, Lithuania. It doesn't matter where. Just imagine now your energy covering your entire country. What are you grateful for? Maybe this bank holiday weekend you enjoyed all the festivities and it made you proud to be British. Maybe you didn't. We all have different ways of looking at the world. Just think of all the things you're grateful for the country that you live in. Now, I'm not saying there are things that you aren't unhappy about. There may well be, and it's easy to find those. But our focus right here, right now, is on all the things we're grateful for. And the more we can find, the more grateful we can be, the better we're likely to feel. And now take your energy further afield. Let's push it out now to your entire continent. The Americas, Europe, Asia. Push it out, push it out, push it out now, right across your entire continent. What do you love about your continent? Are you grateful for the weather? Are you grateful for the brilliant transportation? Are you grateful for the fact you don't need passports? Are you grateful for the fact that it's quick to get somewhere where you can go skiing, or great beaches, or beautiful countryside? Focus on all the good things in life. And then finally, let's really push the boundaries. Let's envelop the entire planet, the whole world in your arms. What are you grateful for? What are you happy and grateful for about this experience? And let's not forget, it will come to an end. That's guaranteed for everyone, all of us, guaranteed. So take a moment to enjoy everything about this planet. What do you love? Is it blue skies? Is it sunshine? Is it the countryside where you live? Is it the oceans? Is it the animals? Is it the wildlife? What do you love about this planet? What do you love about being alive? Now again, it's easy to focus on the negative. Think about all the beautiful things in life. When you think about life, it's easy to think about how hard life can be. But think about how beautiful it is, how wonderful it is. And just for a moment, bear in mind that there's a child born every single second of the day. In fact, it's more than one every second. 4 babies a second are born. Can you imagine that? 4 babies every second. Oh, another 4. Oh, another 4. Oh, another 4. Look it up and have a look at it. It's 360,000 babies every year. Another 360,000 born every year. That's pretty epic. I'm saying every year. Maybe well less than that. 4 every second. I bet it is a lot less. A lot less time. A lot more babies. Just take a moment to wonder about some of the things in the world. Take a moment just to think about how amazing it is to live here. Because it is amazing. Now I want you to bring that energy back, allowing the planet to get back on with its day. Bringing the energy back now to your continent, bringing the energy back now to your country, bringing the energy back now to your state, to your city or town or village, to your neighborhood, back to your house, your flat, your apartment, and finally back to the room that you're in. And now bring that energy back to that little ball of energy, that imagination sitting right there in front of you. And allow that just to disappear. Take a final nice deep breath now in through the nose. Hold on to it for a moment. And let it out through the mouth. Okay, and when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found that useful. I hope there's some fun ideas in there that you're going to get to use. Again, this is every Monday at 7 o'clock, M7, My Mind Matters. My name is Paul, Coach Paul. If you'd like to know more about me, you can go to engagewithsuccess.com. If you'd like to give me feedback on these sessions, I would love to get that from you. You can go to engagewithsuccess.com/feedback, and that'll give you a little page to fill in. So you just give me some more ideas or anything that you'd like me to integrate or you feel that would be useful. I'd love to know about that. If you are struggling at the moment, if you'd like some help, feel free to reach out and I'll happily give you a 15-minute strategy call. And if you know someone or a group of people or maybe where you work that would really respond well or benefit from a motivational speech, about 45 minutes, then feel free to reach out and let me know. Just go to the website, engagewithsuccess.com, and feel free to tell me more. If you would like to follow the podcast, you can do that. It's easy to do. Again, that's on the website. And it's also on YouTube, so you can watch it back too if you wish to. Hey, thank you for your company. I do appreciate it. I'm here next Monday at 7 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, be well and enjoy life.